Hello again everybody, this is Mark and we are back for more lessons. Okay, so we are still in the book, Speak Out Pre-Intermediate. Now before anything else, I would like to ask you a few questions. So you can pause the video so that you'll have time to answer my questions, okay? So the first question is, how often do you buy clothes? And second one is, what is the best mall in your city? Okay, so after answering those questions, we will now continue with today's chapter 9.1. It is a wonderful world. Now, if you have your book with you, you can open it up and try to follow us with today's review. Okay, so today's vocabulary is about nature. Okay, first word is ocean. Now, the biggest body of water in the world, right? Ocean. So examples of oceans are Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, okay, and many more, right? Next is lake. Okay, you have so many lakes here in Vietnam, okay? So a lake is a body of water that is usually surrounded by land. Okay, common lakes in the world, Lake Michigan and Lake Victoria in Africa, all right? So you can actually name your own lake. What is a lake near your house, or what is the lake near you right now? Okay, so next is desert. Desert is, yes, it is composed of sand, it is hot, it is warm. So common deserts in the world, Sahara Desert and Gobi Desert. Okay, so you can, again, you can search many kinds of desert, so many places in this world that has a desert. Okay, next is a river. So a river is a flowing water, right? So famous river in the world, Mississippi River, and of course the Nile River. Okay. Next is waterfalls, where water comes down, okay, from the top. So yes, famous waterfalls, we have Niagara Falls, and what else? Gophos. Okay, Gophos is also a world famous waterfalls, all right? Next is mountain range. Okay, so of course a mountain. You have a lot of mountains in Vietnam as well, right? So famous mountain in the world, of course, the Mount Everest, and the mountain range is Himalayas. Okay, that's the Himalayas, many mountains. And one mountain name is Mount Everest, the tallest mountain in the world, right? And one is the Alps. Okay, Alps is in Europe, right? Next is rainforest. Okay, of course, it's composed of many trees and usually it rains there. Okay, so famous rainforest, of course, Amazon, the Amazon forest, and the Congolese. I think it's in Africa. Not really sure, okay? But yeah, it is famous. So let's try to practice the pronunciation of each word. And again, you can follow after I read them, or you can read with me, okay? Let's start. Ocean, lake, desert, river, waterfall, mountain range, rainforest. Okay, now you can try to pause the video and rewind if you want to practice more on the pronunciation. Okay, now let's go to grammar. The grammar for this chapter is comparatives and superlatives. So comparatives is you compare two things, A and B. You compare them. And superlatives is the best, okay, the maximum, all right? So let's try to discuss. The type of adjectives. The first one is one syllable. Next is some two syllables. Okay. And ending in E. Adjectives ending in Y, and adjectives ending with consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay. Vowels A, E, I, O, U. Consonants B, C, D, etc. Alright? Next is many two-syllable, and of course we have irregular adjectives. Now let's have an example. Cheap, one syllable, cheap, right? So cheap, the comparative is cheaper. Example, this pen is cheaper than this pen, okay? Next is superlative, don't forget there's a the, okay, the cheapest. This is the cheapest of all pens, okay, alright? Next is some two-syllable. Example, quiet, quiet, two syllables, quiet, okay? Comparative is quieter. Example sentence, Mike is quieter than Alicia, okay? Quietest, alright? So the quietest, add es, okay? Add es. This one is add er. This one is add est, okay? So the quietest of them all is Michael, like that. Example, okay? Next is adjectives ending in e. For example, safe, you just add r. So add r, so safer. And you just add st for superlative. Okay? So my car is safer than the other car. Okay? Or the safest car is Mike's car. Like that. Okay? Next is adjectives ending in y. You just, for example, friendly, you just change y to I and add er. So friendlier. And change y to I and add est. Friendliest. Okay. Alright, so example, I am friendlier than my friend. Okay. He is the friendliest of them all. Okay. Next is consonant, vowel, consonant, adjective. So consonant, vowel, consonant. So the rule is you need to double the last letter. So big, bigger with the two G's. Okay? Big, biggest with the two G's as well. Alright? So this room is the biggest in the building. Like that. Okay? Next is many two-syllable. Alright, so many syllables. Okay, so for example, interesting. So interesting. So there are 4 syllables, right? So you need to put more or less if it's negative. So more interesting, less interesting. Okay, and of course for superlative, the most, you say. Okay, the most interesting. Alright? Okay, the least interesting. If it's negative, the least interesting. Alright? And last one are irregular adjectives. Irregular adjectives, you need to memorize those. Okay? So you can write down other irregular adjectives in your notebook and try to use it in a sentence. Okay, so for example, good, better, the best. Okay, so that's how you memorize. It's easier. Good, better, the best. Bad, worse, the worst. Okay? Far, further, the furthest. Okay? So for example, let's say Michael is the worst student in my class. Okay? Or today's weather is better than yesterday's weather. Okay? So yes, that's it for today. Try to practice making sentences using these adjectives or other adjectives that you know. So try to compare two things, okay? More than, okay? Better than, safer than, okay? Cheaper than. So you can try to practice making sentences, okay? So yes, again, that's it for today. And before I let you go, I want to ask you a few questions. So the first question is, let me think. In the summer, do you prefer to go to the beach or to the mountain? Okay? And second one is why? Why do you choose the beach or why do you choose the mountain to go to? Okay, so try to write your answers down in the comments below, or you can tell me your answers personally by visiting me here in Royal English. I'm just here. Alright, so again, my name is Mark, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.